Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a special treat. I am joined inside the Eternal Cage by a man who's no stranger to the Eternal Cage, former Eternal lightweight and fan favourite, Dom Marfan, the Street Buddha. Dom, we're coming in here for a special reason, and firstly, I want to be the first to say congratulations on your recent fight announcement that you will be competing for a UFC contract on Season 4 of Road to UFC, taking place in Shanghai later on this month. I just want to talk about how you're feeling with this well-deserved opportunity and what that call was like when you got it from to you and your team.
Yeah, man. At first, it didn't feel real. I kind of been like dreaming of that moment, getting that call. Since I started my career, which was like 7 years ago, training non-stop since then. So yeah, it didn't feel real. But when I finally like saw the announcements all coming out, like it kind of hit me, and I was stoked.
Well, it's well-deserved, as I said. And listen, we've had the absolute pleasure of seeing your career blossom. It sounds too gentle of a word to see the handiwork you do inside of here. But you've had 8 fights at Eternal, 2 title fights, all the way from amateur to the pros. I mean, talk to me about your experience in Eternal and what it was like and how you developed, not only with your team, but in the experience you gained here right here at Eternal MMA.
Yeah, Eternal is the top platform in the country. I think everyone that comes to Eternal shows are really fortunate. They get to see the stars before they really do become stars. I mean, if you look at the UFC currently, there's a lot of guys that came through Eternal. So being able to watch them at like the grassroots level is really, really a privilege. So yeah.
And your teammate, Tom Nolan, obviously making big waves there. What has that been like to have a close friend and a fellow training partner almost go first as the canary in the coal mine into the UFC and have such success? Has there been any advice? What are those conversations like?
Yeah, man, Tom and I always chat about that type of stuff. Yeah, it's really beneficial having him kind of done everything there before I've gone to go do it. He brought me along when he had his Contender Series debut, so I got to corner and I got to experience everything on the outside when it wasn't my own fight that I had the pressure for. So I feel like I kind of got to absorb a little bit of the process that the UFC go through before I have those fight nerves of my own fight.
And you mentioned Eternal alumni going on and doing big things in the UFC. Obviously, the most notable of which is Jack Della Maddalena, former Eternal welterweight champion, fighting for UFC gold. Yeah, shout out to Jack Della Maddalena there. Tell me, does that kind of comfort you as well, knowing that the competition and the people that are the champions in these divisions and that do well in Eternal go on to have such success on the world's biggest stage?
Yeah, 100%. I think Australia has such a high level of MMA, and I do really believe that for Australia, Eternal is the top. So yeah, it does give me a lot of confidence getting to see those guys kind of like break any of those barriers down. We're a much smaller country. Kind of feels like us and our part of the world against the rest of the world a lot of the time. So yeah, it's really cool to see the Anzacs killing it on the big stage.
And finally as well, you're not alone in this opportunity. We've got 4 other Eternal alumni joining in their respective tournaments. You've even got some Eternal lightweights in the mix there. You've got Jack Becker, Daichi Kamiya. I mean, all 3 of you formidable grapplers with knockout power. I mean, talk to me about, I know you're focused one fight at a time, but are you excited by any of those potential matchups and the fact that you get to sort of share this opportunity at this point in your career?
Yeah, I'm stoked. I think that tournament's packed full of really, really good guys. I absolutely back myself to kind of run through that tournament. So I'm really, really excited that there's some really good dance partners there to like show off my skills with.
And we've also, I would be remiss to not mention as well, we've got the featherweight Eternal champion, Seb Zalay, competing, the bantamweight champion, Kuya Ito. We've got a lot of people coming through. But listen, we're so excited for you. We're incredibly proud of you here at Eternal MMA. Is there anyone you want to thank or anything you want to say to Eternal fans who have watched you and your career grow from Dom Marfan to the notorious Street Buddha, and then anything to look forward to in this next chapter of your career?
Thank you so much to anyone that's watched any of my fights. It's always appreciated. I felt like the love grow with each fight that I've had under Eternal MMA. I've gotten a little bit more support each time that I've fought, so it's really made me feel at home. Shout out to some sponsors that have recently jumped on for this Road to UFC camp. Shout out to Geld Industries, that they've really helped me out, and as well Karina Leagues have just jumped on and are gonna help represent what I'm trying to do.
Well, I can't wait to see what the future holds for you, Don Marfan. And again, we're all very proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Don Marfan!